Last week it was day by day. This week it's all good gifts. Both of those from God's spell. Did you know that? It's a long time ago, isn't it? Sheila Weinberg wrote in her book, The Healing Heart, about Margaret. Margaret lost a great deal of her memory as she began to age, and she became more and more difficult. It became more and more difficult for her to remember much of anything. But two words remained in her vocabulary. When everyone asked her a question, or she engaged in a conversation, she would contribute with one of these two words: temporarily and unexpectedly. These words summed up the learning one acquires when one observes life closely. One becomes to realize how temporary everything really is. And Margaret's second word, unexpectedly, is a rather central quality of our own experience. Unexpectedly. Rarely are our expectations fulfilled in life. Many things happen to us while life is going on. In a moment, a telephone call, a chance meeting, a doctor's report, and suddenly lives need to be changed. We need to walk in a different direction, on a new road. Most of life takes place unexpectedly, even if we spend a huge amount of time trying to prepare for it, trying to be in control of the consequences. We are never fully in control. Reality is elusive and constantly changing. Everything is here, but only temporarily, and usually unexpectedly. When you observe life closely, you come to realize that temporarily and unexpectedly cover a lot of territory of our lives in describing our lives and the process of life itself. Life is full of surprises. How many of you have been surprised this week by something? I bet all of us have. I was surprised when I saw the two civilian space flights this week. One headed up by Richard Branson, the other by Jeff Bezos. But I was even more surprised in the interview that Bezos did afterwards when he gave $100 million each to Van Jones, who's a commentator on CNN, and Jose Andres, who provided food for people during this pandemic, which is still going on. And there was no strings attached to $100 million each. Imagine. I was surprised this week by the rise of COVID. Again, it's back. I thought we were almost done with that, but not so. I was surprised this week when I called one of my friends. I've been visiting him every Friday for the last month or so. He had cancer, hospital bed, on hospice. I would go to see him on Friday, but last Friday I couldn't be there because I had to come down to Phoenix for something, getting ready, not for this weekend, but last weekend, getting ready for something we had to do. So I called him this week, midweek, and his wife answered the phone. Is it all right if I come over and see Dick this week? I'm going to be going down to Phoenix on Friday again, so could I come to see him either today or tomorrow? This was on Wednesday. She said, Dick died last Friday. Wow. You could have knocked me over. It was hard to believe. I knew he was declining, but so soon.